Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Talia for those that are new, and I am the founder of Cascade School of Yoga. Today I am going to be working you through a heart opening sequence. This last week actually, I was able to attend the Tony Robbins Date with Destiny conference or seminar. It was virtual, but it was for 6 days straight, and so much of what he was talking about really came down to being grateful, showing true love to yourself and those around you, and that was kind of the inspiration for wanting to just do a heart opening, because I feel like as we come to the end of this year, it's been quite the year, and I feel like it might be our natural tendency to just kind of want to like shut down and close off. It's been hard, it's been frustrating, but there's still so much to be grateful for. There's still so much to love about our lives, and so I just want to open up the heart today, and I hope that you'll join me. So we're going to get started in Shavasana actually, so you can make your way onto your spine, and some postures I will do with you, some postures I won't, mainly for the mic purposes. I don't want to get too loud in your ears. But once you make your way into your Shavasana, whether it's on your back or on your side, I want you to just close down your eyes. Work to roll the shoulder blades down the spine so you really open up through the chest. Palms are open, facing up in a receiving manner. Noticing your breath. Noticing if your body becomes heavy against the floor. And if so, just allowing yourself to be there in that space. Allowing yourself this moment of stillness. Shifting your thoughts to something. It could be one, it could be two, maybe 5 things you're grateful for today. I know that might seem cliche or silly, like, oh yeah, I'm grateful, but really try to think about it. What's something that just made your heart happy today? It could be big and it could be small. Maybe it was just enjoying a cup of coffee while the snow fell this morning. That was mine. Maybe it's being with family or having your health, having your family healthy. That's huge. One more round of breath here, one more moment of gratitude. On your next inhale, let's draw the right knee in towards the right shoulder, the right armpit. You're going to find a clasp of all 10 fingers. Really work to pull the knee out away from the rib cage. Just a few moments here, a few rounds of breath. Just beginning to warm up the body, bring some movement into the hips, the low back. One more round. And then slowly release, switching sides. Left leg comes in, draw it in nice and tight. Work the knee away from the rib cage. Try to keep your left toes and foot relaxed. Really working into the hip. One more round of breath. And then bring your right knee to meet your left. You can have one hand on both knees and just gently pull the knees to the chest. And then switching your hands to your hamstrings, so underneath the legs, just begin to roll up to a seated position, maybe rolling 1 or 2 times, just getting some movement into the spine. Coming up to your seated position, make your way into child's pose. So knees a little bit wider than hip width distance. Sit the hips back onto the heels, and then let the chest melt towards the floor. Again, palms flat down, but I don't want to squish the mic, so I'm lifted a little bit. And we're finding some length through the spine as we begin to work our way into focusing in specifically the thoracic spine. So I think a lot of times when we think chest opener, we think of solely just the front side of the body, but I want to touch on the sides and the back as well. So one more round here in child's pose. Then you're just going to walk the hands back towards the knees a little bit. We're going to kind of stay in this half child's pose, let's call it that. Your left hand is going to stay here, right in the center of your mat. Your right hand is going to come to the back of your head, and I want you to press your head into your hand. So keeping the hips towards the heels keeps our low back stable as we work through the upper spine, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to exhale and close everything off, and then as we inhale, we're going to work to draw the right elbow towards the ceiling, just opening through that rib cage and in between the shoulder blades. So exhale, inhale, let's do it for 5. Exhale, inhale for 4. Keep pressing out of the left hand. 3, 2, 1, hold here, keep pressing into the right hand, keep pressing the left hand away, keep lifting through the right elbow, and then reach the right fingertips up as a nice extension. Exhale, thread the needle. So right arm goes underneath, left arm extends long once again. Your right temple can rest on your mat or wherever it's comfortable. One more round of breath. And slowly release. Coming back to our half child's pose, let's call it. Right hand comes in the middle this time. Left hand to the back of the head. Press the head into your left hand. Exhale, we're closing off. Inhale, we're opening up. Exhale. Inhale for 4, 3. Inhale, 2, lift up through the left elbow. 1, hold here. You might notice that one side's a little bit tighter. This one I can't open up as far. That's okay. That's why we're here. And then reach the left fingertips up, direct extension of the left elbow. Exhale, thread it under. One more round of breath. And then slowly release. Coming up to tabletop, moving through a couple rounds of our cat-cow with two different variations. So we're just going to take the first round like we normally would, hands shoulder width distance, hips and knees in line. Inhale, allow the belly to hammock, draw the chest through the arms. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine up towards the ceiling. Inhale, coming through. Exhale. Few more rounds just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, coming through. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin, press the ground away. Beautiful. Come back to your nice neutral spine and flip the hands so the fingertips face the knees. So cat-cow again, but with your fingertips facing the knees. It's a little bit different sensation, especially in the forearms. So play around with it. It might feel a little funky. It might look a little funky. That's okay. So inhale, we're coming through. Exhale, we're pressing the ground away. Inhale, coming through. Exhale, pressing the ground away. You might notice that on your exhales you can't round up as much because you're targeting the forearms. That's okay. Keep going. Keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. One more time, just like that. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful job. Walk the hands out just a little bit further in front of you. Shake them out if you need to. Curl the toes under, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Take a moment, pedal out your heels. Do what feels good for you in this space. And then slowly we're going to walk the feet up to meet the hands. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend your knees if it feels good here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. Beautiful job. Moving through some serious C with some lunges, a little bit of twist, continuing to open the chest. Just follow my lead here. Inhale, arms up. Lift your gaze, tiny back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Shift the hips back and draw the forehead towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot back. Lower the right knee down. Uncurl the toes. Rise on up. Low runner's lunge on the left side. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your left foot back to meet your right downward dog. Inhale. Your right leg up. Exhale. Step your right foot forward. Lower the left knee, uncurl the toes. You can bring your arms up or leave them at your knees. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the left foot up to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to center. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. This time, step your left foot back first. Lower the left knees down. This time, arms come up. Breathe into the space in the hips and the chest. Exhale, hands down. Step the right foot back, downward dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step your left foot through, lower the right knee down. Relax the toes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands come down. Step the left or right foot up to meet the left and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, heart center. So we're going to do that again, except for this time we're going to add in some upper body stuff, some twists, a little bit of some back bends. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time, left foot goes back first. Inhale, rise up to center. So you can stay just like this, or you can bring the arms up, whatever feels good for you here. But we're just gonna add in some movement. So take a deep inhale. As you exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, come back up through center. And twist to the right again. We're just working into the side body, working into our twists. Inhale, exhale. See if with each exhale you can open up the right shoulder just a little bit more. We're holding here For a few rounds of breath, keep reaching actively in opposite directions. Inhale, come out through center. Right hand comes to the right hip, and then just add a little side bend, because why not? It feels good. Working into our psoas muscle, we hold a lot of emotions here. Our emotions can be held on a cellular level and cause our muscles to respond. We want to focus on that too. Inhale, let's come back up through center, both arms up overhead. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your right foot back to meet your left. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step your left foot through, right knee comes down to the mat. Uncurl the toes, rise up. Same thing on this side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open it up. Inhale. Exhale, use your breath. One more time, inhale. Using the breath to pull the core in and find our twist. Again, this is my not so flexible side, so I feel that resistance in the left shoulder blade. That's okay. Try to relax into the posture, but also reach through the left fingertips. And left hand comes to the left hip. Reach the right arm up and over. Same thing on this side, targeting our psoas. So find a slight tuck of the tailbone as you're reaching the fingertips up and over. One more inhale, one more exhale. Inhale, come up. Plant the hands down. Lift the right knee and step the right foot up to meet your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, heart center. Take a moment, shake it out. Maybe move the hips from side to side. We're gonna do that one more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Left foot stays this time. Step the right foot back once again. Inhale, arms up. Same thing that we did on the other side. So inhale, exhale, open it up to the left. 3 times. Inhale with your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Breathe. See if you can't shift your gaze past your fingertips. Look at that. A little bit more open in the left side. Inhale, arms up. Left hand, left hip, reach up and over for just 2 rounds of breath. Breathing into the side body, into the back body. Inhale, up. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the left foot back to meet your right. Downward dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Left knee comes down to the mat. Uncurl the toes. Here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale with your breath. Use your core. Pull the core in to move the spine and to stabilize it. One more time. Twist and hold. See if you can with each exhale. Pull and engage the transverse abdominals in just a little bit more to open the chest, open the spine. Inhale, come back through center. Right hand, right hip, reach up and over with the left hand. Same thing, slight tuck of the tailbone. We're still engaging the core. Inhale, come back through center. Plant the hands and bring the left foot up to meet your right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Take a moment, pedal out your hips here in this forward fold. Maybe sway from side to side. We do a Surya Namaskar A, working into our breath, our upward facing dog. building some more heat in the body. Inhale, come up to standing. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Use your breath here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your feet back. Take your flow. So inhaling, coming through to high plank. Press the ground away. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Slowly, we're going to step our knees down to about the middle of our mat, hip width distance. Rise on up. Could begin to half camel on each side. So hands come to the low spine. You can have fingertips facing up or you can have them down. Whatever feels good for you. This is a nice little wrist stretch though. So squeeze the elbows together. Press the hips forward. You can stay right here just like this. Or if it feels good and you want to go for it, or you just want to try it out, curl the toes under. Since this is our first set, reach the right hand for the right heel. And then reach the left arm up. This is our half camel. Try to press the hips forward and lift up through the chest. Whenever you're ready to switch sides, bring the left hand back to the low spine. Come back to your supported camel. And then whenever you're ready, left hand to left heel, right arm reaches up. So lengthen through the mat. Nice big heart opener here, but we're taking it in steps. So no need to feel like you have to go to the full camel right away. Hands come back to the low spine. Go ahead and rise up. Sit the hips back onto the heels. Take a moment, close down your eyes. Feel your spine. Come back to neutral. It's important to just take a moment after those big back bends. So if we don't, you imagine your spine like those tiny metal pipes. If you continue to just go like back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, eventually it snaps, right? So we want to bend gently and then come back to neutral. Find that stability and that control again before bending the other way. Beautiful job. So adding on to our little sequence here, plant the hands, step the feet back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, step or hop your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, heart center. Surya C once again, but we're gonna do some high lunge. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back. Keep the left knee lifted this time. Inhale, crescent lunge. So same thing that we did before, except for we're lifted up and we're challenging our balance, our side body control a little bit more. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. And hold. Breathe into the chest. Breathe into our thoracic spine. Inhale, come back through center. Right hand, right hip. Reach up and over. Beautiful job. Hang with it. Inhale. Arms come up through center. Exhale. Plant your hands. Step your right foot back. Downward facing dog. Switching sides. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale. Step it through. Find your balance. Find your center. When you're ready, inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. Inhale. And twist. One more time. Inhale. Reach in opposite directions. Keep the chest open. Keep the throat open. Inhale, come back through center. Left hand, left hip. Reach up and over. Use your breath. Stay strong through the legs. Stay strong through the core. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your right foot up to meet your left. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Plant your hands. Step your feet back. Downward facing dog. And then slowly lower your knees down to the mat. Beautiful. Coming into camel once again. Kind of just building on this sequence to warm up the body. So this time we're going to keep the heels lifted, but we're going to go into a supported full camel. So again, hands come to the low back. Hips and knees stacked over each other. Squeeze the elbows. Helps them naturally open and lift the chest. Press the hips forward. Whenever it feels good, begin to reach for both heels. The heels are lifted. The chest is lifting up towards the ceiling and the hips are pressing forward. Nice heart opener, but it's a very active posture too. We don't want to just kind of collapse down here and collapse into the low back. Still want to keep everything open and lifted and engaged. Hands come back to the low spine. Inhale, come up. Exhale, set the hips down. Take a moment, close down the eyes. Maybe take a moment with your heart being opened and stretched to come back to those thoughts of gratitude. Let them fill your heart, your soul, your mind. Take a deep breath. Beautiful job. Just a little bit more and then we'll come down into our cool down. So plant the hands, step the feet back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, step or hop your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. From here, coming into Surya B or Surya Namaskar B, which is our chair pose. So heels hip width distance, especially if you have low back pain, or you can bring your toes and heels together. It's up to you. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sit the hips low. Find some engagement in the low core as you slightly tuck the tailbone under. And whenever you're ready, from here, we're just going to bring the hands down behind our back, interlacing all 10 fingers coming into a shoulder rinse. So the main thing I want you to focus on here is not just letting your hands rest. We want to be actively lifting, tuck the tailbone, and lifting the hands away from the tailbone. We get a little funky. From here, let's step the left foot back, coming into our warrior one with a shoulder rinse. And from here, we're going to go into humble warrior. So bring the shoulders to the inside of the leg and press the hands forward. Breathe into that space. Keep the hips low. Feel the shoulders opening. Feel the chest expanding. One more round of breath. Inhale, come back up through center. Keep the hands just as they are. Step the left foot up to meet your right chair. Stay with me. If you want to switch and have your opposite grip, you're more than welcome to do so now. Adds a little funky twist to what we're already doing. Sit the hips low, lift the hands away from the hips. Step the right foot back. Warrior one, and then humble warrior. Stay with it. Try to keep your hips nice and low. Whenever you're pressing the hand forward, keep expanding through the chest. Even though you're folded forward, you can still pull the shoulder blades back and open through the chest. So let's do 2 more rounds of breath. One more. Keep the hips low. Inhale, rise up. Step the right foot to meet your left. Keep the hips low still. Slowly release the hands. Shake out the wrists as you bring your arms back up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the feet back. Take one more flow. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. One more round of camel. Slowly bring your knees down to the mat. Rise up onto your knees. Again, hands come back behind your lumbar spine. Squeeze the elbows. This time we're leaving the feet flat on the floor. If you are feeling like, no, Tay, that's crazy, I don't feel good with that just yet, that's fine. Keep the toes lifted, or you can go back to our half camel. If you're feeling, all right, let's try this, then come along. Squeeze the elbows, feet flat on the floor, and then begin to reach one hand at a time for your heels. Same thing though, we don't want to just kind of collapse into this funky shape, but we want to keep pressing the hips forward and lifting the chest up. Very strong, active posture here in camel. Working to create a capital D shape with the body. Feel the hips open, feel the chest and the core expand. 2 rounds of breath here, guys. You can do it. One more. And then slowly, slowly rise up. Take a breath. Sit the hips back to the heels. Maybe sway from side to side, but don't do that bending back and forth. Close down your eyes. Just keep swaying from side to side. Those are big back bends. It's normal to have an emotional response to those big back bends, especially because we're doing so many of them. So if that's what you're feeling right now, it's okay. I encourage you to sit in that moment, just allowing yourself to be. Few more rounds of breath here. Whenever you're ready, we're going to make our way onto our sit bones, extending our right leg out. It's a direct extension of the hip. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. So like I mentioned before, when we think heart openers, a lot of times we just focus on the front side of the body, but there's the side body and there's the back body that all connect to that energetic center of our heart. There's energy coming in the front, there's energy coming in the back and out the back and the sides. So there's this huge energy orb, center of our chest, center of our body, and it can expand in all ways. So that's why whenever we focus on heart openers, we also want to focus on the side body and the back body. So we're taking a moment here to open up through the back body. Squeeze the elbows towards the calves. And then I want you to shift your hand to the inside of your right foot. We begin to open up the side body again. So inhale, left arm up and over. Go to that point of resistance. So like on my left side, my point of resistance, I feel it right here in my hip, and it's because I do have a tight left side. That's okay. It's gonna look different for everyone. I want you to just enjoy this space. It's your own practice. It's your own body. Honor it. It's a big side bend, so I want you to slowly come out of it. Not force it, not rush it. We're stretching our muscles. Imagine like a rubber band. You're really stretching it, pulling everything. You don't want to just like let go and then it snaps, right? So let's slowly bring it back together and switch sides. Left leg comes out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Breathing into the back body as we find a little compression, squeezing the elbows in towards the calf. And just like we did on the other side, we're gonna bring the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Inhale, right arm up. See, I can reach my right arm just a little bit further on the right side. It's just the way my body works. Still breathing here, making sure we're not just holding the breath, but we're breathing, expanding into the space. Just like you did on the other side, let's slowly rise back up through center. Come into a seated position, taking just a gentle seated spinal twist. Doesn't matter what foot is in front of you, we're going to switch when we go to the opposite side. So take a deep inhale. Bring the fingertips to the shoulders. Let me roll the shoulders out a couple times. And then as you exhale, you're twisting to the right. You're going to find that natural point of resistance, right? Because we're not grabbing hold of something and kind of forcing ourselves into this twist. That makes us use our breath to twist. But once you find that point of resistance, if you'd like to place your hands down on the ground, wherever they land, that's fine. Just don't want us to force something. I want us to use the breath control to find a deeper twist. Inhale, come back through center. Hands come back to the shoulders. Exhale, twist to the left. Once again, my point of resistance is a little bit closer on the left side. When you find that, you can place the hands down. And slowly come back through center. Taking a moment here, we're going to close our practice down in a seated posture. But I just want you to close down your eyes, relax the hands. Take 3 deep rounds of breath. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. And bringing both hands to your heart. Continuing to breathe. Feeling your chest rise and fall. Feeling this breath of life moving through you. Feeling your heartbeat. This gift of a heartbeat that we get every day that we're here on this earth. These 2 things that sustain us, that keep us living and loving. Taking a moment, feeling love for yourself, feeling love for those around you. feeling grateful for yourself and feeling grateful for those around you. You are necessary. You are here for a purpose. I hope that you tap deep into what that purpose is and that you're able to love yourself and others more because of it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again soon.